we really need another MacGyver? It just seems like... And then Pete's Dragon, they had to remake that as well.
Hey, aren't you gonna introduce the podcast?
Oh, Craig, I'm just not feeling it. I've spent so much time trying to spin the fact that there are multiple dimensions, and the worst part is having to listen to this hello from the etc. every week. I just need a break.
Could we listen to something else?
I suppose we could.
What about one of the other dimensions? Didn't that Spintax guy mention a couple times that there's a mirror dimension to Foon where everyone's evil? Sounds interesting.
Yes, and I think they do a podcast on that dimension as well. Let's just switch the intercepting frequency.
You should probably still do the sponsor stuff though, right?
Oh yes, of course. The following podcast is not real, and in no way proves that there are evil mirror dimensions. But it is sponsored by Cards Against Humanity. If you want to send a package to Arnie, Usador, or Chunt, you can send it to Cards Against Humanity, 1917 North Elston, Chicago, Illinois, 60642. Care of Arnie Niekamp, Vermilion Minotaur, Town of Hogsface, Land of Foon. And the folks at Cards Against Humanity will shove it through the portal. No promises about which dimension it winds up in. And now, enjoy the show.
I'm so excited to hear something different!
Hello from the Evil Tavern, a weekly podcast from the horrible land of Foon. I'm your host, the trickster god, Carnival Wilson. If you've never listened to this podcast before, fie, you are my enemy. But here's what you need to know. About a year and a half ago, I fell through a dimensional portal behind a Chick-fil-A in Chicago into the magical, fantastical land of Foon. Luckily, I'm still getting a Wi-Fi signal from that Chick-fil-A through the portal that I use to upload a podcast I record every week here in the Tavern, the Vermilion Minotaur, in the town of Hogsface, in the land of Foon, which has been conquered by the Dark Lord, and I am one of his main emissaries. Luckily, I'm joined by my co-hosts, which includes the sorcerer, Usador.
I am Usador, emissary of the Dark Lord of Foon, fallen wizard of the realms of Ephesius, sorcerer bound of the Gaelontianth clan, scourge of the Battle of 13 Armies, immolator of the Wall of Fire, disemboweler of the Great Dragon, Krasaveski, defacer of the Great Halls of Tarakas. The fair folk know me as Fairfi Usolo, the orcs know me as Tumsasne Seja, and someday I will have names capable of tearing this world asunder.
How you doing, Usador?
I am very well, for evil does reign everywhere. Even though I am known as Usador the Black for my blindness, I see all. I'm hungry.
I'm over here. I'm over here, Usador.
Yes, sorry.
You're just looking in the wrong place. There's no one sitting over there.
That's all right.
And we're also joined, as always, by my co-host and life partner, Wendigo Wilson.
Wendigo, fuck yourself.
Hey, love, how you doing?
Good, how you doing, sweetheart?
Not too bad. So, for new listeners, Wendigo is a shapeshifter.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be various different animals, but then you had sex with the Wendigo.
Mm-hmm.
And for people who don't know what a Wendigo is, what is a Wendigo?
Well, I am a human-esque creature with an insatiable craving for human flesh.
Sure.
So I eat human flesh nonstop. My lips are bloodied and tattered.
Sure.
My eyes are sunken deep in my skull. My skin is pulled taut over my bones. I'm very gaunt.
Yeah.
And
that's my man.
And I'm in love.
Yeah.
Blemish, some human flesh here, please.
Ooh, yum, 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 yum. Human fleshies.
Do you mind if I partake?
No, please. I insist.
I'm going to pass. I think I'm probably the only of us that doesn't like to eat human flesh.
That's very true.
So I like to document my life in Foon to let the people of Earth know all of the evil things we've been doing in Foon, and to know that when we figure out how to get to Earth, we're going to conquer that world as well.
Yes, beware, Earth. We are coming for you now. Even this morning I woke and stabbed 7 horses.
7 horses?
Yes.
That's it?
I stabbed 7 horses. I killed 14.
Guys, look.
How'd you kill the rest of them? if the 7 who were stabbed didn't die.
I choked them.
Ooh, choke a horse.
Okay, that's good. I was going to say, because, since we became emissaries of the Dark Lord and we've successfully conquered and enslaved all of Foon, I feel like we've been kind of resting on our laurels a little bit, right?
Sure. Well, I also killed some cats this weekend.
You killed some cats?
Yeah, I took them up to Handjob Highway.
Handjob Highway?
Yeah.
Wait, what happens at Handjob Highway?
You take somebody up to Handjob Highway, and you make them perform a task or a job with their hands.
Oh, okay.
And if they can't complete it, then I get to kill and eat them.
Oh, I see.
And cats just have paws, so they immediately are just
They can't do it.
flabbergasted.
Yeah, they can't.
And I just kill them and eat them.
Okay.
2 women came to me yesterday, both claiming that a child was theirs. I said, cut the child in half. And one of the women said, no, please don't do that. And I knew her to be the true mother, so I ate all their faces.
Oh, boy. Then did you kill the child?
No. They walk all of Foon faceless now.
Not enough child death. But, we've been focusing on relishing our evil, and I've been a real jerk of a host. We have a guest.
No, you've been great, sweetie. You've been great.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Bash Bop.
I love your catchphrase. I love your catchphrase. Bash Bop.
Everybody loves the Bash Bop.
Bash Bop. Which reminds me, I have very limited communication with Earth, but I have got to hope that on Earth we've been able to get some kind of a deal to make up T-shirts, some of our evil catchphrases.
Yeah.
People on Earth should be walking around with a Bash Bop T-shirt. They
Maybe get a T-shirt that says like, "Oh no, child."
Oh no, child. Yeah. Like I want to talk about the stuff I'm going to do when I conquer Earth. One with Usador's full name, which people love to hear. In fact, I would love to get a shot of your full name one more time.
Usador, emissary of the Dark Lord of Foon, fallen wizard of the realms of Ephesius, sorcerer bound of the Ginlanth clan, scourge of the battle of the 13 armies, immolator of the wall of fire, disemboweler of the great dragon Curvaseri, defacer of the great halls of Tarakas. The fair folk know me as Fairfi Usolo, the orcs know me as Tumas Neseja, and someday I'll have names capable of tearing the world asunder.
Love it.
I'm craving some human flesh, and by that I mean I'm gonna kiss you.
Oh, fantastic.
Did I ever tell you about the time I immolated the wall of fire?
Yes, you've told us
several times.
about
Several
it
times.
So many
You
times.
see, what was so clever about it was most people don't think to burn down a wall of fire, but I burnt it down. And also, I murdered my great foe at the same time, Spintax.
That's right. You murdered Spintax.
Yes, Spintax the Blue. Stupid wizard. Oh, how I hate the wizards. For I myself used to be a wizard of the realms of Ephesius. But when I attempted to steal all of their power, they did turn on me, and I did begin to murder them. And now I am a sorcerer, bound to a demon clan.
No more Spintax.
Well, not of this realm. I have bad news.
What's the news?
I met a Spintax, but not Spintax the Blue, Spintax the Green.
Yeah.
He came here from a mirror world through his multifaceted gem.
Wait, how can Spintax be green when there's Can the Green on this world?
I don't...
Oh, he is the best.
He is
I
the
cannot
best.
get enough of Can the Green.
Love Can the Green.
If anything, I wish I could just hear him all day long.
Oh,
all
yeah,
day,
absolutely.
every day.
Yay.
He's a straight shooter.
This alternate Spintax did appear, and he had been watching us. And he did escape narrowly from me, but now I know. There are mirror worlds. There are alternate versions of you, Wendigo.
What?
There are alternate versions of you, Carney Wilson.
It's Carnival.
There are even alternate versions of Usador. Usadors that are still wizards.
That's right. So, and you're a sorcerer.
That's right.
You know, I've got to say, I've been so busy in Foon, like conquering and doing evil stuff, that I haven't had the time to fully educate myself on how everything works. Remind me what the difference between a wizard and a sorcerer is?
Well, of course, a wizard is born into the world, as I was originally. But when I turned my back on the wizards and began my war against them, they cast me out. And then, magicless, simply a boring human in human form, I did then bind myself to a demon clan and become a sorcerer.
Wow.
Yes.
So are the opposite versions of Carnival Wilson, are they as trim and buff, and do they have the solar sword?
I don't know how many versions or what they do in these mirror worlds. That's why we must travel there and spread our evil into these other worlds.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I brought a bottle of evil whiskey from my distillery, Wendigo's Whiskey.
Oh.
So here's a glass for you. Wilson, fill up on that. Here's a glass for you.
Thank you.
This is good. You can really taste the evil.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
I use a human flesh filter.
You there. Why do you approach our table?
Oh, hi. Hello.
That's right. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Once again, I'm being a real jerk. Our guest this episode is Tanakin the Terrible, the most brutal and feared of all of the pinglets, the tiny flying pigs of Foon. How you doing, Tanakin?
Hello. I'm doing really well. Thanks so much for asking.
You're welcome. As always, it's a delight to see you. You're very adorable and known to be incredibly evil.
Yeah, you're horrifying.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Of course.
Yep.
Thank you for spreading destruction wherever you go.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's my greatest pleasure. I love to hurt people.
Yeah. It's last I heard, you were off finishing off the last of the dwarves, the war between the pinglets and the dwarves, and now is it true that pretty much all of the dwarves are dead?
All the dwarfs are dead, at least the ones that I've come across.
Hi-ho!
I played so many pranks on them.
Oh, sure.
They got so tired of them and then they died.
Yeah, just exhausted by the pranks. Great.
Outstanding.
So what else have you been up to, Tanakin? What have you been doing since last we met you?
Well, I've been doing a lot of, getting a lot of tattoos.
I can see. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
That's amazing.
Just getting inked up and drinking a lot. My drink of choice these days is tequila.
Oh, tequila.
Tequila.
It's named after, it's a Twilight liquor, so
Blemish.
it's made in the Twilight.
Oh.
Blemish, some tequila for the table.
Ooh, and I want the one with the worm in the bottle.
Yes.
Ooh, nasty.
I don't want to bring up a sore subject, but I know Blemish is half dwarf. And I know you already murdered the dwarf half of him.
Yep.
He just crawls across the floor delivering food and drinks.
Yeah.
The other half had to go.
So Tanakin, walk me through some of these new tats you got. What are the things you got tattooed on your body?
Okay. Well, this is a magic wand that has hairs on the end.
Yeah.
And each hair represents a dwarf that I've killed.
Oh,
There are a lot of hairs on
There's
that
a
wand.
lot of. It's like your body is like 80% hairs coming off that wand.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a shark, I see a tattoo of a shark with moderate boobies.
Yep. Yeah, that shark represents my mother.
Is it?
Oh, that's adorable.
I'm saving up coins so that I can get a heart put around it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah. What non-dwarf people have you killed recently?
I kill a lot of small animals.
Oh, sure.
Because I'm jealous of them, really.
Yeah, you're like. Do you hate anything that could potentially be as adorable as you are?
Of course.
Sure.
I want to be the most adorable one in any room I walk into.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you have a little bit of competition anytime a Calzone Skull is here.
Oh, I hate that motherfucker.
Have I introduced you to Calzone Skull?
No, I don't think I've met Calzone Skull.
He's one of my best friends.
One of your best friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
But
I mean, but he's not my best friend
I
because
know.
you're my best friend.
I know. It's okay. Look, we learned this in counseling that, I don't have to be everything to you.
Okay.
We're there for each other. We support each other. Okay. But I don't have to be your whole world, and you don't have to feel like you have to apologize for being friends with Calzone Skull.
Oh, thank you.
Dr. Ward has helped us out a lot.
Yes.
I think that's good.
The human flesh is here.
Oh, great. Dig in. So, Tanakin, we should take a little break, but before we do that, I hate to ask you this, because I know, they eat very loud. Guys, how many times have I had to tell you, the listeners need to enjoy and fear this show, and it's really distracting when they hear you eating on mic.
I would apologize, but I'm evil.
That's true. Well played. But Tanakin, I know you've killed people for asking this before, but if I could ask you, would you mind flying adorably around the room a little bit for us?
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, and I'm not upset by you asking. It's only if someone asks me and I'm in a bad mood.
Sure. Oh, totally.
Here I go.
So terrifying. Death from above.
Everyone else in the tavern is hiding under their tables.
One more drop of tequila, please.
Hello, I'm Evil Bungaree Chubbins, the proprietor of Chubbins Chamber Pots and Tools of Torment, right here in Hogsface. Oh, I've been running things ever since I split my father's skull with a shingling hatchet, and then sent me older brother wrapped in chains to the putrid depths of Gorgon's Lagoon. Well, it's my shop now, but I hope you'll think of it as your oasis of torture. Other shops may claim to be evil, but only my shop sells turd boxes bisected with rotary saw blades. Whether it's an horsehair scalping hook or poison sumac Menzies rags, Chubbins has just what you need. And don't you go telling folks otherwise, or I'll find you and cut your throat.
So, Tannikin, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Usador, I've got to ask you.
Yes.
You don't talk about these demons very much. That you've bound yourself to?
Yes, of course. The Gaioliet clan.
The Gaioliet clan?
The Gaioliet clan.
So, how does that relationship between you and them work exactly?
I have pledged myself to them, and they've given me magical power in return. And since they are minions of the Dark Lord, I did gouge out mine own eyes to prove to the Dark Lord that I hold no one in higher esteem than him.
I see. So, how is your magic different than what it used to be like? How is sorcery different from wizardry?
Oh, it's very, very different. You see, before I was a yellow wizard and I was a master of time and space.
Yeah.
But once I lost those powers, well, first I tried to gain the powers of other wizards, so I wanted to control truth and lies and nature and nurture and sense and sensibility. And as I gained these powers, the wizards turned against me and ripped them all from me. Now, my powers are based purely on darkness and destruction.
Checks out.
Praise the Dark Lord. Praise the Dark
Praise
Lord.
the Dark Lord.
Death makes me more powerful, so every day I wake up and I stab at least 7 horses.
Every day.
Every day.
I don't want to
What
be...
am I saying?
I don't want to be one giant asshole. Can we get some more human
Like
flesh
the one
for the
giant
table?
asshole that you have?
I have one giant asshole, yes.
Yeah,
Can we
yeah.
get some more human flesh for the table?
I don't... You know what?
I'm a little peckish.
I heard... I was talking to Blemish, and apparently...
Is there another human flesh embargo?
There's another human flesh embargo.
Fear not.
So we'll have to kill our own.
I have something to tide you over in the meantime. Here. I've been saving this for a special occasion.
Is it a tiny human with a top hat again?
No. I wish. It's wine made from the blood of the Belleroth family.
Oh.
Gimme.
That's great. Could I have some of the Tom Blaine?
Yes. A bottle for each. Titania, Tom Blaine, Princess Trachea Aurelia, and Albane himself.
Wow. This is good blood. I don't really drink that much blood because I'm still just like a regular human.
Well, I feel like I used to not like blood because I feel like so many people would drink it and they'd be like, I really taste there's what is that, like chocolate or there's there's a little grass in there. And I'm like, you can't taste that. But now I feel like I can really taste the notes.
It just takes time.
Yeah, you got to let it breathe.
Oh, the notes. I thought you meant the nose. I could really taste the nose that this blood came out of.
What did
Carnival Wilson strikes again.
Carnival Wilson.
What did convince you to become evil, Carnival?
You know what? I think the potential for evil was always inside of me. Even when I was living in evil Chicago, doing evil stuff, getting myself involved in sort of local evil activities.
Please tell us no more about this earthing culture.
Look, I want to talk.
Overwhelmed with this knowledge. No more words about Chicago. We cannot stand it.
Look, I'm frustrated because I really want to talk about Earth stuff, and I feel like whenever I talk about
We don't want to hear
Earth
about
stuff,
it. Sorry,
all
that's
right,
the one thing we don't want to hear about.
I've got a lot of really funny stories from my evil improv group from evil Chicago, but
what's their name?
Bangarang.
No, tell us more of your flat pizzas. Nay.
Some of the best flat pizza in the world is from evil Chicago.
So shallow.
But Tannikin, I feel like we're ignoring our guest.
Oh, no, I'm enjoying the conversation.
Tannikin, would you, kill somebody?
Oh,
Just
right now?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
Can you kill one of the wed mothers over there by the bar?
Oh, sure, yeah. Maybe I'll bring back some of the blood for the table.
Ooh, please. Yes, please.
This is going to be a red on wedding.
All right, let me fire myself up here.
Ooh, she's getting pumped.
Oh, boy,
She's jacked up.
There's actual steam coming out of her ears.
Aww.
Thank you, Tanakin. Well
Thank you.
done.
Job well done.
Oh, that's
You can
so
tell.
good.
You can tell you love what you do.
I love to kill. I love to drink blood. I love to dance.
Since we're talking about where we all came from, sharing stories of our past, Tanakin, what made you decide to be evil?
You know, I used to be bullied,
Oh,
Sure.
picked on pretty hard, and I always let it roll off my back. But then I decided that, I wanted to get back and start pulling pranks on people.
Yeah.
so you are acting out!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bullying is so terrible, and I know that when you're young and bullied, it can be really difficult, but you just got to remind yourself that it gets evil.
Yeah.
It gets evil.
It gets evil.
It gets evil.
Yeah. So, I have to ask you, what's your next tattoo going to be?
Yeah. What's next?
I have big plans. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of skin, so it's...
Yeah, you're very small.
So I'm going to be inked up before in the next couple tats probably. But
Yeah.
so I have an idea of getting a big circle with 2 dots for eyes and then a frown.
Oh. It's just to have a bad day.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
intense.
What do you think will happen to the Pinglet people now that the war with the dwarves has ended? Will you control the mountains that the dwarves previously controlled?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't even dare to try and cross those mountains unless you want to pay a price.
I have a boon to ask of you.
Of course.
And in return, I shall pay some evil price to you. But if you can find a multifaceted gemstone, or if you even know where one is now, you must bring it to me, and we will be able to use it to travel to other worlds.
Ooh, travel to other worlds and kill things?
That's right.
Sounds fun.
A whole fresh world, unmurdered, lies before us if we can travel there.
That would be great, because I've been thinking about it. It's sort of like the whole thing with the Tannikins and the dwarves. It's like you've killed all the dwarves, so it's gotta be kind of a weird time where you and we've conquered all of Foon, and
what's done is done.
What's done is done, and it's like there's no more evil left to spread. Really, we need new worlds to spread our evil to.
Yeah. Well, I never asked you, Carney, what were you doing?
Carnival.
If anyone can call you Carney, it's me, right? Come on.
If anyone can.
Come on, baby.
Look,
Sweetie. It's
Wendigo, if anyone can, it's you.
Thank you.
But no one can.
What, you never told us what you were doing at the Chick-fil-A when you fell through the portal.
I was just behind the Chick-fil-A, and I was just protesting protesters. It was just like an aggressive anti-protest. Just being like, hey, you stupid cows with your signs that say eat more chicken. They're not even spelled right.
Oh, also, I've been telling Tanakin, because I saw her the other day, I've been telling her how amazing you've been at math. So can you just show us a little bit of your math? I'm so proud of my Carney. Maybe just give us a square root, or...
Sure. 374.
Oh.
Yep.
So proud of you.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it actually took a lot of brain power to get to that square root. So
It's a big number.
it's a pretty big one. Usador, we haven't heard much about your love life lately.
Love?
Yeah.
Love is for the weak. Anyone who comes up to me and acts as if they wish to have some sort of personal or sexual relationship with me is beneath contempt.
Look, you know what? Here's Usador. We've had this conversation before. But you know what? You live to be evil, not be evil to live. You know what I mean? Did I say that? Did I say that right?
I don't know.
Look, I do a lot of evil, and I focus on it, and I focus on spreading the Dark Lord's word all the time. But you know what? Also, my love for Wendigo is what keeps me going, you know? And it's nice. It's nice to be able to share that evil with someone else.
I suppose I just haven't met the right person yet.
You know, Ken Levia is a very handsome...
He is incredibly
gentleman.
handsome.
Ken Levia?
Yeah.
The other fallen wizard?
Yeah.
I want naught to do with him. Oh, he wishes to bring the wizards back. Oh, he's fighting to bring the wizards back. If I see him, I'll stab him 7 times after I stab 7 horses. Perhaps then the answer for me also lies beyond this world. If I can travel to another world, perhaps I shall meet mine equal and form some sort of positive love relationship with them. I shall not wait for this multifaceted gem. I have been working on a spell.
A spell?
A spell that will send us to the other world. I would be more confident if I had the gem in my hand, but...
You're a very powerful sorcerer. You can do this spell without...
I know a very powerful sorcerer.
Ah! Hey,
That's my husband.
he ripped my goatee off.
Yes, that's right. And I'll do it again. By growing it back. And then ripping it off.
God, that's very painful.
And then growing it back.
That is
I gotta say,
very
this is
painful.
entertaining.
That is very painful.
Incredible.
Oh, no, child.
Let me then focus all my energies.
And so should we brace ourselves if we're about to be sent to the mirror, Foon?
Yes, all of us are about to be sent to the mirror, Foon.
Oh, good.
Everyone put your hands on the table,
Okay.
or your hooves, or your claws.
What about our hand and our hook?
Oh, put your hook on the table, too,
Okay.
yes.
Can I rest my chin?
Sure, go ahead.
So cute.
All the powers of the universe hear now Usador's scream. Let us now end this world as if it were a dream. We shall head now to another world that we did not know before, and in this new world we shall then begin murdering score by score. Let us now enter this parallel world, and let us enter it with our swords and stabs unfurled. Aye, let us now join them in this other land. Aye, and let them feel their air escape as I close their neck with mine hand.
There is no way of knowing how fast this boat is going.
You're interrupting the spell. You're interrupting the spell.
So much smoke.
Why did you interrupt my spell?
Are we in the good Foon now? It looks the same to me.
I think we broke his concentration when he was in a sorcerer's trance.
It does not appear any different to me.
I don't think we went anywhere different. Yeah, there's a dead wed mother over
Oh,
there.
how sad.
Whoa, what happened to all Tanakin's tattoos?
Oh, that's right. Tanakin.
The sharp with the moderate
sorry.
boobies.
Usador's spell erased all the tattoos off of your body, Tanakin the Terrible.
Oh, no, I feel really good. What tattoos?
What tattoos? Did you also wipe Tanakin's memory or
Oh,
something?
I hope not.
Tanakin, go kill another one of the wed mothers.
Oh, jeez. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Yes, it is terrible. Go do it.
Are you doing a joke? Because you are so funny.
What? I'm never called funny.
You are in this world. You are definitely not funny.
You guys must have had a little too much ale.
I mean, that's true, but
Maybe too much blood?
Usador, what did you do to Tanakin the Terrible?
What did I do? What did you do? I should cut you from ear to ear.
Look, I'm a trickster god, and if something's going on, I'm going to get in there with some goofs and some jokes.
It's going to be real punch nuts.
Watch yourself, Carnival Wilson. Even though I cannot see with mine eyes, I have my eye on.
I'm over here.
Damn it.
Well, Tanakin the Terrible, thanks so much for joining us in the Evil Tavern, and I know you seem to be not entirely yourself, but just get back out there and start killing people when you get a chance.
Hopefully you remember how many dwarves you killed so you can make that wand again and with all the hairs on the end.
You guys are being so funny. I would never kill a soul.
I kind of like this. I think it's
it's funny.
You should come do Wendigo Wednesdays,
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd love to.
where I have my own night where I trick people into coming and then I eat their souls.
Yeah.
Allow me to place my fingers upon your forehead.
Of course.
I see what has happened here.
That tickles.
This is not our Tanakin.
What?
What?
This is the Tanakin of the other world. They have swapped places.
Well, you swapped Tanakins on us?
That's right. We were all supposed to travel to the other world, but it turns out that our Tanakin is now in theirs.
And theirs is in ours?
You have said it perfectly.
So what's your thing?
I just love to dance.
Let us see this dancing.
All right. I'd love to dance. And I'll show anybody my moves.
Where is it happening?
Oh boy, there's no thrusting or gyrating at all. This is not evil dancing.
This is a very chaste dance. I mean, it's adorable.
It sounds pretty good.
It's very adorable. Look, it was good.
Yeah,
It was good.
Thank
I mean,
you.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
bad.
would prefer it to be evil, but
Let's. Do you want to read some emails?
sure, yeah.
I have
yeah.
an email here. This is from Kevin Bradshaw.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can always reach me at Wendigo Wilson with 3 N's at hotmail.com.
Sure, I'm sure. Send a lot of emails to that address because they'll definitely be read and used.
And check out our fan page on MySpace. This is from Kevin Bradshaw. Kevin says, Wendigo, you've obviously been asked about the best form you've taken as a shapeshifter, so I'm not going to ask that. Instead, I ask, what's the worst thing you've changed into? What's the worst thing I've changed into? Probably a slob around the house. Am I right?
That's true. You really... I mean, we thought about it in the past.
I haven't been doing the dishes.
I know, but you joke about it to sort of make it seem...
I leave my tattered robes on the floor.
Yeah.
I feel like I should pick up after myself more.
Yeah, and
so that's why I've turned into a slob.
Yeah. And to be honest, and knowing what you're doing wrong isn't the same. Like, you feel like that it's like a free pass. It's like, I know what I'm doing wrong around the house.
Yeah.
But that actually makes it worse.
Oh, boy, I'm sorry.
Just, knowing you should do it means you should do it.
Colonel, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
I'll be better.
Do you remember when you were that stupid badger?
Oh, that stupid badger where I'd get real excited when I'd hear my name and I'd run into the room and then I'd slide on the floor and slam into something?
Yes. Stupid badger.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, I also have emails. You can email me at eviltavern@puppies.supplies. It's a real email address. I probably only remember to read those emails about twice a year, but still, you can email me there if you don't care about them ever being read on air. But regardless, my email is my wife and I are on episode 7 with around 70 something more to go. Can you just give us a quick recap of the past 70 or so eps so I can get caught up faster? Thanks in advance, Mark and Mary Nympheus, and they have their real address down here, which I am going to read on the air, 2579 Fairtime Avenue, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53221.
Ooh, how evil of you.
Very evil. Please send them horrible things, just like bags of shit. But also, hey, thank you for your email. Thank you for supporting the podcast.
What's been going on the last 70 episodes?
Death,
murder,
a lot of death.
killing,
like at the beginning, I started to become evil pretty quickly.
Yeah, a lot of rise to power.
Wendigo, and I sort of fell in love.
Wendigo, thank you.
Yes. There was also I got in a fight with a warrior who has a similar name to me, Carnor, the greatest car robot in Foon, and I fought and killed Carnor.
There's that point where I saw Lewis, a shark, and I jumped over him.
Yeah, you jumped over the shark. Oh yeah, 100%.
That was pretty recently, right?
Yeah, that was very recently. Like for the longest time, we avoided doing anything like that, and then it just happened so fast.
I'm just gonna hop over the shark.
Yeah, totally. Okay, well, thanks so much. And Tanakin, thank you for joining us. I mean, I guess it's against your will. We accidentally snatched you out of your world.
Can this Tanakin still fly? Can you fly?
Hey, of course, I can always fly.
Let's see.
Okay,
here I go.
It's not the same when she's not biting someone's face off.
It's true, but it's still pretty adorable.
Still pretty cute.
Like I'm tempted to just kill her, but it's the flying is so adorable. It's kind of winning me over. It's sort of just it's weird in just a sort of a small way. It's reminding me that
you're not gonna talk about Sarah, are you?
No, I'm not going to talk about my wife that I intentionally abandoned. And I'm just thinking, it's just reminding me that I love evil, but and sometimes things can just be nice that are good.
As much as I want to kill this pinglet, we must not do so. She may be the key to getting our pinglet back.
Bash Bop.
Good lord, 2 dimensions to monitor. Well, at least we know the difference between wizards and sorcerers isn't a predilection towards rambling exposition. Carnival Wilson was played by ARNIE NIEKAMP. Wendigo Wilson was played by Adol Rafai. Usador the Black was played by Matt Young. Tanakin the Terrible was played by special guest Sarah Logsden. Sarah and Adol perform regularly with Revolver at I.O. Chicago. And Evil Bungaree Chubbins was played by Tom Gottlieb.
There's someone else in the space bunker with us.
You mean Trisha?
No, Arnie.
Hi, I'm Arnie. I'm a real person and totally not a robot at all. I'm just here to let everyone know the podcast is not real. There are not other dimensions, and I was not programmed to say that.
Oh, right. I activated him last night after you and Trisha had descended into the tub of sleeping fluid, and I got a case of the lonelies.
And even more importantly, I'm here to remind everybody that Hello from the Magic Tavern is doing a live show at the Now Hear This Festival in Anaheim, California, the weekend of October 28th through the 30th. Look, this is just an awesome podcast festival. I don't have time to say all the names of the podcasts that I'm excited are going to be there, but here's just a couple of them. Comedy Bang Bang, Cracked, Criminal, Crybabies, Dear Prudence, I'm clearly doing these in alphabetical order, Doug Loves Movies, The Gist, Hollywood Handbook, How Did This Get Made? I Was There Too. I love I Was There Too, and I was in no way programmed to say that. Jordan Jesse Go, The Moth, that's not even half of them. It's finally been announced that our show is going to be on the evening of Saturday, October 29th, and single day passes are now available. So if you can't afford the whole 3-day festival, get a Saturday ticket and come and see our show. We're planning something awesome. Come to the festival, come to the show, come say hi to us, hang out, take pictures, tell us weird stuff about yourself. Go to nowhearthisfest.com to get tickets and information about hotels, transportation, just all the awesome things that are going to be there. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to go recharge now. So later, dudes.
Other than the fact that you can now get 25% off 3-day general admission passes to Now Hear This if you use the promo code Tavern, that is shockingly accurate. You know what? I think he's a robot.
Well deduced, human theatrical crone Angela Lansbury. Anyway, Craig, you can finish up.
I'd love to take a shot at some of the outro stuff.
And I'd love to listen to Fresh Air once in a while, but sometimes we don't get everything on our lifelong Christmas lists. Craig, how's about you stumble across the finish line with your usual listless panache?
Hello from the Magic Tavern was produced by Arnie Niekamp, Evan Jacover, and Ryan DiGiorgi. This one edited by Ryan DiGiorgi. Music by Andy Poland, logo by Allard Laban, additional audio effects by Jason Knox, production assistance by Garrett Schultz. Visit us at hellofromthemagictavern.com or on Facebook or Twitter. Thanks to the Chicago Podcast Co-op and Earwolf. Oh, and if you need some more podcast fun in your life, Matt Young, aka Usador's new podcast, The Probe, starts September 28th. Definitely want to listen to that. Oh, everybody left. Man, everybody has a podcast these days. Do I need to get a podcast? Is that a thing? Yeah, my life's pretty boring.
That was a great episode, guys.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, Pizzle Von Fizzlewitch was...
Fascinating.
Yeah.
And I learned so much about the Foo Fighters.
I can't believe Dave Grohl can play that many instruments.
It's incredible.
Sean,
so cool,
And
yeah.
Sean Usador, I just got to say, you know, I enjoy recording this podcast with you every week, and I think that might have been the best episode we've ever done.
Yes,
I can't wait.
Hands
agree.
down. Paws down, the best episode.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Tanakin flying.
Oh,
away.
Tannikin. Hey, Tannikin.
Oh. Oh, what is she doing to the unwed mother?
Whoa, Tannikin, get away from the... Tannikin, you're covered in dirt. What's going on?
Oh, tasty.
She is tatted up.
There is a creature that stalks your inbox while you sleep. The Earwolf. Once every fortnight, this lupine beast sneaks across the internet carrying only a newsletter featuring exciting podcast highlights, fan art, live tour dates, in-studio photos of stars like Mel Brooks and Susan Sarandon, and sneak peeks of podcasts yet to come. If you want these valuable treasures, all you have to do is invite it in by going to earwolf.com and subscribing to its email newsletter, and then wait for the Earwolf to visit.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Ackerman, Adam Sachs, and Chris Bannon. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.